IAMA. I'm Gary Sinise, actor and founder of Gary Sinise Foundation. Ask me anything. Here to talk about the Gary Sinise Foundation and its mission to help and support active duty military, veterans, first responders, and their families, as well as discuss my New York Times bestseller Grateful American, A Journey from Self to Service, and of course Lieutenant Dan and other film and TV related stuff, winking face proof. Extra 11A. When filming of Mice and Men, did you then realize that you would be watched in high schools for an eternity? Were you aware of the type of movie that would become Gary Sinise Official? Well, I am so grateful for that because far more people have seen it over the years in high schools than ever saw it in when it was released in the theaters in 1992. I am grateful for that. Future Slave. One thing you don't list is what an important figure you have been to independent theater for many decades. Your contributions at Steppenwolf and so many other places are very much appreciated. How would you describe the landscape for small and independent American theater these days? And do you have any current projects we should know about? Gary Sinise Official. Well, thank you very much. It's hard for me to say anything about the landscape of small theater these days as I've been focused on so many other things these past several years. But it was very interesting to trace our own personal history at Steppenwolf, and how it all came to be, in my book. A lot of early Steppenwolf history in there. 2_fish. What does Tom Hanks smell like? Gary Sinise Official. I don't remember, perhaps it was the sweet smell of jasmine, or peaches, smiley face. Baltherm. How long did it take you to write the book? Did you enjoy the process? Gary Sinise Official. It was about 14 months total. I wanted to do it now while I can remember things, smiley face. It was a very interesting process to search the memory bank and try to create a vivid picture of some of the things I've experienced over the years. Tubush. Hi, Gary. I've always enjoyed your work, going as far back as your portrayal of Stu Redman in The Stand. My question is, I have a daughter who's just a fantastic actor, but she gets very discouraged when she doesn't get parts she tried out for. How do you stay positive in the face of rejection for parts? Gary Sinise Official. Rejection is part of the business. I was rejected more times than I care to remember, but if you love what you're doing, you just put your amour back on and go out and do it again. Eventually, something will click. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Mr. Sinise, do you think you'll be renewing your role at next year's National Memorial Day concert? Gary Sinise Official. I have every intention of being there in 2020. Pipeline Porter. Hi Gary, thanks for all that you do for the veterans. One question for you, have you ever actually eaten at a Bubba Gump chain restaurant? Gary Sinise Official. Yes indeed. Lieutenant Dan's drunken shrimp is crunchy. Random Leavings. Hi Gary. From a vet, thanks so much for all of your work in supporting the military and veterans. And what would you say was the catalyst behind you choosing the cause you did? Was it your role as Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump or some other event? Gary Sinise Official. Multiple things that all added up over the years. I was able to document many of the important moments, family connections to the military, Vietnam veterans support work in the 80s, etc., in my book Grateful American. Timbo_007, is life really like a box of chocolates? Gary Sinise Official. Of course, you never know what you're gonna get. Captain Jack 120, in preparing for Apollo 13, did you ever talk with Ken Mattingly? Gary Sinise Official. Yes I did. Not when we were filming, but we screened the film at the Space Center in Houston before it opened and TK Mattingly was there. R. Pizza. My husband is now in the reserves but has been active duty over the years for about 8 years and did a tour of Iraq 10 years ago. Luckily, we are doing well. But how can military families help other military families through your organization? Gary Sinise Official. Creating awareness for helpful services is one of the best things people can do. There are multiple veterans service organizations out there that are doing good work. If you haven't been to the Gary Sinise Foundation website, please check out our program pages and our YouTube channel and help get the word out. For supporting our work and the services we provide. Buckaroo_Bonsai_. While filming the hurricane scene in Forrest Gump, how long did you have to hang on to that pole? Gary Sinise Official. Hello everybody. I was up there for quite a while. It was a night of filming. They had giant fans blowing at me, a DC-9 jet engine blowing at me, and a huge water cannon spraying water at me. So, of course, I was strapped in with a harness up on that mast because during all that they were also rocking the boat up and down. So it was fun, a tiring night, but a great scene. Dirtballnuts HD. Hi Gary. And which episodes from CSI NYs are your favorite? And also, I really appreciate all the work and your dedication to supporting members, past and present, in the armed forces. In addition, naming your band, Lieutenant Dan Band, was a stroke of pure genius. Gary Sinise Official. On September 11th, a few days ago, we watched the special CSI NY Season 8 premiere called Indelible. It premiered 2 weeks after the 10th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks and features the Brooklyn Wall of Remembrance. I had the great privilege in real life of helping to raise money to build it. It honors 417 first responders killed at the World Trade Center. While there are several episodes that stand out for me, Indelible will always be one of the most special. Focanel. What was your first car? Love this guy. Gary Sinise Official. 1969 Camaro convertible. Minnesota Nisa. Hey Gary, hope your Friday is going well. I got to meet you at a recording session several years ago in the Chicago area and wanted to say thanks for being a patient, kind, and approachable person during what I can only imagine is a stressful day in the studio. My question, if you had to choose between being an actor or a musician, which would you pick and why? Gary Sinise Official. Well, it would be very hard for me to choose to do one and not the other. I love both. I make my living as an actor. And I play for free for the service mission to boost morale and bring some joy to our veterans and first responders. In fact, when I finish up here with Reddit, I'm heading down to Camp Pendleton to play a concert for our Marines tonight. TVP 204. What are some of the challenges you've faced after starting an organization like this? Gary Sinise Official. I've been involved in several non-profits over the years, and it takes getting into the trenches and getting your hands dirty early on, devoting all your time, to ensure that it gets off to a good start. As time goes on and you learn from your mistakes and improve on those, you get stronger and better, and you earn the trust of the people you are asking to support you. Because they see you taking action, and that can make a world of difference. Theogmonster. Hey Mr. Sinise, thanks for doing this. And do you have any favorite movies? What would you say is your proudest accomplishment? Gary Sinise Official. Well, I am proudest of my long marriage and my great kids. Very fortunate to have a great family. Favorite movies. Godfather I and 2 always at the top of the list. It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy Stewart is a classic, one of the greats. I have too many, I could go on and on. Duncan Straunt. How did you come up with the name for your foundation? Gary Sinise Official. Oh, I don't know, it just sounded good. Smiley face. Used Gamertag. Hi Mr. Sinise. I got a chance to hear you narrate the Candlelight Processional in Epcot last December, and I've got to say you were fantastic. What's it like to read through the Nativity story with the full choir and music? Thank you much, and I hope you have a great day. Gary Sinise Official. I started narrating that show in 2000 and have loved doing it many times over the years. I'm scheduled to be back there again this December right after our Snowball Express program takes over 1,000 Gold Star children to Disney World. Concrete Fox. Hey Gary, big fan. Where would you say you rank with other famous Garys? Certainly above Busey, Johnson, and Coleman. Maybe on par with Oldman? Gary Sinise Official. On the bottom. They are all standing on my shoulders, smiley face.